Now, someone recommended that I go a little bit further for you guys so you can get some more ideas. Now, I have here a break action 12 gauge shotgun. Now, short lane gun adapters. Going with them, I mean, you can literally have every caliber in one gun. Every caliber. You can just go on and on. Now this thing here, I have did a recent video of the modifications with, this is 22 ammo and 9mm ammo, and I have a stacking pack from short lane gun adapters. It allows you to shoot 12 to 20, so you can shoot 20 gauge. Then you got 12 to 20, it goes to 410 and 45 long Colt, and then you can add one more layer to that where it shoots 22 LR. That is a wide range of stuff. Now look, and believe it or not, this side saddle right here is holding over 50 rounds of ammunition, and just one of those. And over here, there's another 10. That's 50, 10. And you got 60 rounds right there. Now, with my sling on here, I'm carrying another 6 rounds of 12 gauge and 4 rounds of 410. Look how much I'm carrying there, and I'm taking up hardly any room. It's a lot less weight, and some situations don't call for a giant shotgun blast. Some situations call for less. So that being said, let's get back to this. Now I'm going to be using this as just a feature. Over here, there's my 9mm. You might have been wondering where my 9mm was. There's my 9mm. I just cleaned this thing too. That's what I get for shooting it. I was just getting all willy-nilly. I'm like, yay! Yeah, you can plink with this sucker here because it's actually it has a twist down the barrel. It's a spiral barrel, and now we're gonna use this as our little fit tester here. So we're just gonna kind of leave this guy off to the side just to kind of show you guys what. Here's sit over here. It's kind of out of my way here. There, that's better. Now, like I said, this is the 9mm. Let's set this little guy over here. Now, this is my old one. This is my new one. I want to take you through my old one first because it's been a while since I've opened this one. Got some 9mm training rounds. This one that sucker went. Now, this one's been through the ringer. Good Lord. I think this is the one I hardly ever use. Now, I have some 28 gauge laying around here, but this is 12 gauge to 28 gauge, and that guy goes right in there just like that. You can convert it over to 28 gauge. It's very different. You know what I mean? Very different ammunition. Now, so there's the 12 to 28. Now what we got over here? I got some of these longer ones here. What's this one here? 45 ACP. So you load this in here, just like so. And then go over here, grab your 45 ACP, and voila. And then when it pops, pow, you know, then you just take your little fingernail, do that, it pops right out. And then put in your new one. There's that. This guy here. They got oil all over them. It's just a mess. Now, you got to keep these things oiled up when you store them. This one over here is, what was this guy again? So this is my other, so I got 2 9mm. I forgot about that. I got this one for another pack gun, but I never used it. But that was another 9mm, and it's threaded as well. So I got another threaded 9mm barrel. Now you still have to clean these things. They're just like any other barrel. Here, this one is 410, 45 long Colt. This is a 410. This is less than lethal. I figured I'd grab this one. It's bright colored. Goes right in there like that. And then there's your 45 long Colt, just like that. And here we've got, there's a 20 gauge. I didn't bring a 20 gauge cartridge out. It's just like the 28 gauges, you know. Now these I got for the judge. And I've shown this in a few clips just to spark amusement in you guys. Now, that's all 22 LR, and I can go out and shoot. I can blink with my judge, and that's the whole point of those. Just load them up. They just take a 22, just like that. They just pop right out. Now these, let's see what we got here. What's this one? That was the one for 380. So you could actually do a 380. I forgot to bring the 380 out. There's 38 special. There's that. So you can switch your judge over to 38 special. What's this other guy here? And no name might be 9mm. Nope. I think that was another 38. Was that another 38? Nope. That must be a 380 or something. I can't remember what this one was. 32? I might be right. This one's unlabeled, but I think this was a 32. From the looks of it, that looks like that might be a 32. And then 9mm. The rest of these are 9mm. That's the switcher. Pull that. I got another 9mm around here. 9mm. So you can switch a judge over to 9mm. This is kind of the ones that I had in the beginning. Now, this is what I got today. I wanted to share this one with you. So fresh and clean, brand new. Let's take a look at, this is the one I want to look at right off the bat. This one's a 12 gauge to 22 LR. Now, I showed you in a previous video the survival shotgun. It goes 12 gauge to 22 WMR, which is Magnum. So 22 Magnum. So I thought that would be a more effective tool to have when I'm out in the woods and I'm doing hunting related stuff. So, but 22 LR right here, bam, just like that. Now it's off center for a reason, because it has to strike the rim. 22 fires differently. I get the question every single time I do the video. I have to explain, but it has to set off center so that it can strike the side of the rim here. It bites that rim when you fire. But you can't have it straight on like that. But best thing to do with this is when you load it in and you kind of point it straight up or kind of upside down. Gives you a better, and if you keep it consistent, then every time you pull them out, it's got the opening right there. That's for your nail or whatever you're using to flick those rounds out when you pop them. So I'm gonna keep this over here so I don't get them confused. I'm keeping my kit separated here. All right, 12 to 20. Showed you that one a while ago, or I had that one. This one, it's all part of the Scavenger kit. This one is 12 gauge to 40 Smith & Wesson. A lot of you guys are probably going to like that. 40 Smith & Wesson. Bam, it's right there. And it's got a nice opening here for you to just flick that right out. So when you get done shooting, I bet you that thing's loud as all get out coming out of a barrel that size. That's pretty funny. Anyway, what we got here? 12 to 9mm in a shorter version. This is something that I like. It's a little bit easier to pack. So it's again, same thing. It's got a nice opening for you to get the rim. And then over here, this is 12 gauge to 38 special. Now that's cool. You can load this bad boy in here. Bam. Just like that. And it's comes right out. That's pretty cool. Now, we've got 12 gauge to 45 ACP. This is in a much shorter version. I didn't have this before. I'm really lucky to have this one. This is one I really would appreciate having, because the thud of a 45 is just so cool, especially, you know, when you could just do that All right, now here's another one that's really cool to have. It is just the j.e.s.t 410 45 Colt, and there's your 45 long Colt. Boom. And then you got, let's see, someone was asking me a strange question, and I'm going to answer it real quick. Someone said, well, how about just shooting 45? The reason that's the reason for that. My allergies are so bad. That's the reason you can't do that. You'd have to do moon clips. I know a lot of you. You guys have wild imaginations. You know, I think of like, there was this pistol I had dreamed up back in the day. I would call it the 460 carry-all. Now, if you think of every caliber, if you're a reloader, you can really start thinking and using your imagination of all the different calibers. But if you could make a revolver, an 8-shot, something crazy, 8-shot revolver that's a 460 carry-all that could literally do it all. You could put moon clips on a 45 ACP. You could shoot 410. I mean, you could shoot 45 long Colt. You could shoot 460. Oh, man. I mean, come on. You know, start thinking of anything in that range, and you could pretty much shoot it all. A 460 carry-all, man. I'm telling you. I can't think of every single caliber I would put with that right off the top of my head, but that would be the ultimate combination. Because you could moon clip some cases, and you could, you know, fix it to where it actually sits. But that would be pretty cool. Anyway, this is just ideas that come out of my head. Smith & Wesson, where you at? Make me something. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's useful. These are useful tools. Now, someone's going to ask about the rifles, 223 and all that stuff, and 308 and stuff. That is a whole nother ball game and another company that did that. And the gist of it is the reason why companies have to be careful, like short lane adapters, they have to be careful with these things because the pressures are the main thing that they have to focus on when creating one of these things, because you could put someone in danger once you get the pressures too high. Now, there are companies that have developed some, because I've got caliber adapters for 7.62 by 39 into a 12 gauge and stuff like that, but I'm not sharing those companies because I usually focus on short lane. So the short lane helps me and I help them, so that's the way it works. It's the way it all tumbles. But if you go to their website, they have created a lot of new stuff that I have not featured yet. And if you check them out, I'm sure you'll be pretty satisfied, because I think they're running into they're starting to do other calibers, your Bushmaster type stuff, your heavier stuff, your, you know, all your other crazier rounds that are a lot heavier, and 44 Magnum and stuff like that. So there's always something new coming from short lane. So you just got to keep your eyes peeled, you know, sign up for their email, and that way you get alerts, because they have sales all the time. Almost every month they have some kind of sale come up. So you can get a lot of this stuff a lot cheaper if you just pay attention to what they're sending out. But that's all I got. Go check them out, and God bless. Take care and stay safe.